Situated across 160 acres, Dollywood features 10 different roller coasters, including 2 that many would consider being world class. And after riding the all-new, very impressive Big Bear Mountain, my Dollywood coaster rankings have all changed. So here is how I rank each roller coaster at Dollywood from worst to best. Number 10. Whistlepunk Chaser. This is the smallest roller coaster at Dollywood, and while this ride probably does not appeal to you, it's a great beginner coaster for younger thrill seekers. But the best thing about Whistlepunk Chaser isn't the ride itself, it's the amazing views that you get of Thunderhead, which basically wraps around Whistlepunk Chaser. Number 9. Blazing Fury. Now for the record, I really do love Blazing Fury. This dark ride slash coaster is just so much fun. But the thing about Dollywood is that you cannot find a bad coaster in the park. So that is why I had to place Blazing Fury at number 9. Opening in 1978, this attraction was designed and built by the park's maintenance and construction team. Overall, I highly recommend riding Blazing Fury when you visit Dollywood. Number 8. Mystery Mine. I love and dislike this Gerstlauer Eurofighter. What I don't like is the hard over-the-shoulder harnesses that just beat up your ears throughout the ride. Now what I do love is how Dollywood themed this coaster. Opening in 2007 and following the very impressive Thunderhead, Dollywood really delivered with Mystery Mine. And I gotta say, I love that the ride's layout offers some enclosed sections that really add to the overall experience of Mystery Mine. Plus for me, the best part is the second lift hill, which is totally enclosed, and the twisted drop that leads into the very impressive grand finale. Some people love it, some people hate it. I really do enjoy Mystery Mine when I ride it in the very front row of the car, and so will you. I also recommend riding any Dollywood coaster in one of my Keep Riding Coasters tees. Affordable and comfortable coaster riding gear designed by me, and I'm truly grateful for all the support. Number 7. Dragonflier. Now do not judge this placement if you've never ridden one of these very impressive Vekoma suspended family coasters, because Dragonflier is smooth, fun, fast, and a great family coaster that offers a great first drop into a tunnel, and then you have the overbank turn, which some would even classify as an inversion. The rest of the 1,486 foot layout is just plain fun and filled with turns and low to the ground sections, and sometimes a fun roller coaster is better than a very intense one. Seriously, I love Dragonflier, and more parks here in America definitely need a ride like this. It would only benefit their coaster lineup. Number 6. Wild Eagle. Out of the 4 B&M wing coasters built here in America, I rank Wild Eagle number 3. Dollywood's wing coaster would be much higher on this list if it offered some near-miss elements like all the other wing coasters offer, but sadly, it doesn't. But I gotta say, I'm at least grateful that there's a lot of trees around the ride, unlike Gatekeeper and X-Flight. I really do love the views that you get while going over the lift hill and down the 135-foot drop. Riding roller coasters in the Smoky Mountains is just something else. I also really enjoy the rest of Wild Eagle's layout, and flying through the trees on top of the hill is just a great roller coaster experience. While I can see Wild Eagle being closer to the top of your Dollywood coaster rankings, for me, in my opinion, it's just a mid-tier B&M that is fun, but that's really about it. Number 5. FireChaser Express. Is this one of the best family coasters in the world? Because if you take a look at the stats, it appears that way. Riders get to experience 2,427 feet of coaster track that features 2 launches, 1 forwards and 1 backwards, and a 78-foot tall lift hill. Mix that in with the theming and the show section of the coaster before the second launch, and how this ride is built on the hillside, FireChaser is a fantastic roller coaster and will be one of the most fun coasters that you'll ever get to experience. There is a reason why this was the most popular roller coaster at Dollywood until this year. Number 4. Tennessee Tornado. One of the last roller coasters built by Aerodynamics, Tennessee Tornado is just a solid ride. While the layout is fairly short at 2,682 feet, Tennessee Tornado makes up for it with the shocking 128-foot first drop that travels through the mountain. From there, riders will experience 3 ever so smooth inversions, an overbank turn, all as you fly through the woods. This coaster delivers a very quick-paced ride that offers great capacity and a beautiful setting for any type of coaster. And it's hard to believe that Tennessee Tornado was Dollywood's first major thrill coaster and was built way back in 1999. Now, before I share with you my top 3 roller coasters at Dollywood, if you're enjoying this video, then be sure to give it a like. That is by far the best way you can help support the channel, and I really do appreciate each one. Also, if you're planning a trip to Dollywood, then you have to check out my Dollywood Must-Know Tips guide, where you're going to learn everything you need to know about the park before you visit. And you can find a link to that video in the description of this one. Now, let's talk the top 3 coasters at Dollywood. Starting off with the longest roller coaster in Dollywood's history, and that is number 3, Big Bear Mountain. Now, this is a fun roller coaster. I love everything about it except one thing: the landscaping around the 3,990 foot long Vekoma Family Launch Coaster. I have a question. Don't bears in the Smoky Mountains live in the woods? Because it appears Dollywood forgot to add in the trees around the ride for Big Bear Mountain. But the good news is the ride is still really good and offers 3 launches, a top speed of 48 miles an hour, and the tallest point of the ride is 66 feet tall. But do not let that fool you, because Big Bear Mountain offers a great long layout that has instantly become the most popular coaster at Dollywood, and rightfully so. Number 2, Thunderhead. My first visit ever to Dollywood was in 2004 to ride Thunderhead for the very first time shortly after it opened. This wooden coaster was built by Great Coasters International, better known as GCI, and offers one of the best layouts for any wooden coaster, period. While Thunderhead might not be as smooth as when it opened in 2004, it is still an out-of-control wooden coaster that features 3,230 feet of twisted goodness. Standing at a height of 100 feet and reaching a top speed of 53 miles an hour, Thunderhead really is truly one of the best wooden coasters ever created, and Dollywood and GCI really knocked it out of the park with this one. And of course, if you love roller coasters, then it's hard not to have Lightning Rod as your favorite ride at Dollywood when the ride is open. In 2016, Dollywood went for the record books with Lightning Rod when they debuted the world's first launch wooden coaster. Built by Rocky Mountain Construction, Lightning Rod offers 3,800 feet of wood and steel track and a ton of airtime that features one of the best roller coaster segments, the famous Quad Down, which features 4 airtime hills as the train races back down the mountainside. Lightning Rod features a 165-foot drop and speeds of 73 miles an hour. A roller coaster that is often considered a top 10 coaster by many, and if you have not been on Lightning Rod yet, then I really hope that you change that very soon. So that is how I rank every coaster at Dollywood, and now I want to know how you rank each one. Be sure to let me know in the comments, and as always, thank you so much for watching. Remember to smile today, think positive, and keep riding coasters.